musiciangoods.com.
What's up, everybody? My name is Slim, aka Mr. Different, if you didn't already know, and I'm here on behalf of Musician Goods to bring you guys some video for their channel. They reached out to me and said they love my content and they like me to make some videos for you guys. So if you guys like these videos and you guys want to see more videos, leave them in the comments below and I'll try to make whatever type of videos that you guys want. Anything from recording, beats, drums, mixing, whatever, even technical stuff or tech reviews and all that. I'll be happy to do that as well if you guys leave it in the comments below. Let me know. But before we get in that, if you could, check out Musician Goods website because it is a dope website. They have everything you need to get started. They have templates for FL Studio and other stuff. They have mouse pads that have chords and all that kind of stuff and shortcuts for different DAWs. They also have keychains. They even got kalimbas. Kalimbas, man. I'm about to order me one because I didn't know they had them until I looked at it and I saw that they had them. I want me a kalimba. And also they have drum kits and other stuff like that as well. So they got everything that you need right there at their store. Check it out. Apparel, gear, all that good stuff. It's just a one-stop shop for producers in the producer community. But anyway, back to the video. So today's video, I'm gonna teach you guys how to make your kicks and 808s better or just sound good or just some philosophies behind it. So I'm gonna pretty much talk to you about a couple of checklist list type things that you can do before you start laying down your drums, and also I'm gonna show you a couple of things that you can do to actually enhance or make your drums better. And I'll be using some free software inside the FL Studio stock stuff and some third-party stuff as well. But don't worry, if you ain't got it, just use the equivalent on it. So let's jump right into it. So first off, let's just play a little beat that I got so you guys can get the context of that, and I'll show you how I break it down and how you get these drums to sound just as good or not even better. So let's go. So I'm pretty sure that you guys listen to these on speakers, headphones, or something with some bass and some actual pretty decent, not no laptop or cell phone. So hopefully you guys listen to that so you kind of hear it and all that. So let's go ahead and jump to what I actually did to get these drums to hit like they did. So first off, I want to say off the bat, before you even begin working on your kicks and 808s, make sure that you have some good drum and 808 samples. Like I said, go to Musician Goods, get some of their samples. There's great places like Splice. There are some great sound designs out there. Make sure that you have quality samples to begin with, because if you have these Reddit repost, reuse, recycled kits, they're not always the best. They could be in a lower quality or they couldn't be rendered out right. You just want to be careful of them because it could affect your sound. Because you only come in, if you start off with poop, guess what? You can't paint the poop gold and call it a brick. You know what I'm saying? A gold brick. So if you start off with something golden, then you're going to get, you know, something golden out of that. So just keep that in mind when doing that. Rule one, get some good samples. Two, come up with a good pattern, like a good pattern. Like you don't want these crazy patterns. I understand that there nowadays, I think the drill music, the UK drill music, we have these pitch bends and all that kind of stuff. If you're making that type of music, cool. But if you're making stuff for an artist like in a modern day hip hop or rap or trap or anything like that, keep it simple. The simpler it is, the better, because the artists like simple beats and it makes it a lot better for them. They can really groove and bob with the beat. So just keep that in mind. So let's actually get to actually processing these drums and 808s and make them sound good. So first, I'll start with the drums. Now, the drums are, like, let's say, one of the most important things. That's going to give you that chest pump and that chest pound. I'm going to show you a quick little technique to make your drums hit hard inside of FL Studio if you're using version 20 or higher. So FL11, FL12 users, sorry, but if you're using 20 or higher, you should be good. So yeah, just update your FL Studio's free updates for life. But anyway, here is the kick right now. So let me just play real quick so you can hear it. Now let me go ahead and take out the effects of my kick drum. So I'll mute my effects. And this is what it sounded like before I added anything to it. So gotta turn it off. So sounds okay. So one thing I like about FL20 is they brought back the pre-computed effects. Basically, that is just a couple of effects you can do before it actually processes. Pretty good legacy effects. I'm glad they brought them back because, you know, a lot of people love them and I miss them. So one thing I like is this boost control. Like just by turning this boost up a little bit, you can get more punch in your kicks. Really simple. If you want even more little grit and a little bit more grime to it, hit that clip button, turn to clip mode. Now it's doing a soft clip, and now you can soft clip your drums. That's going to actually make it a little bit punchy as well. And it adds a little bit of saturation, a little bit of to it. So yeah, just keep messing around with that. I like the boost mode. I also use the clip depending on the stuff I'm doing. Lo-fi, I'll definitely soft clip it, but I'm using like hip hop, trap, or whatever. I'll just boost it a little bit, and it just makes it punch and hit harder. You could turn a weak sample into something that's good. Like if you ain't clipping, you tripping. That's a rule. Trust me, it's in the industry if you don't know. Now, as far as like processing the kick drum, I didn't do much. I am using Decimore. Decimore is basically a bit reduction plugin. So if you have any type of bit crusher plugin, use it. Bit crushers are great. Just turn down the resampling of a little bit and turn down the frequency, and you usually got a better sound. Like Decimore is a little bit more of an advanced one. It does cost a little bit. Like I said, you can't get it on Splice for like payment as you go plan, which what I did. Yeah, it's just a bit crusher. So yeah, use a bit crusher, and it just gives like a little punch. So let me turn on the effects real quick, and then I'll turn it on and off so you can actually hear what it sounds like. So this is with the bit crusher off. Now on. See, bit crushing just it reduces the frequency of the frequency response of the kick and everything like that, and just makes it a little punch. Like I said, them old school samplers, they hit harder because of the older technology and components in them and the low sample rate. So yeah, that's a deadly secret. Bit crushing is in. You can use, there's one build site, FL Studio, there's free ones online. Get a bit crusher, put in your drums, you'll be happy. Or saturation, another good thing. Another good plugin to have for drums is a transient shaper. Now this is the one by Waves. I really like the one by Waves. Smack attack, it really works good. But I used to use the one from Native Instruments. There's a free one called Bittersweet that's really good. I think FL Studio actually comes with a built-in transient shaper as well. If you bought it, of course. If you didn't buy it, FL Studio, you don't get it. But if you bought FL Studio, then you get the free transient shaper. And yeah, it's dope, man. It just adds, you can add more punch, you can make it more softer, more attacky, whatever. So this is before, without it. Add it in there. It just adds more punch to it. Like I say, if I take it away, and that just makes, you know, everything hit better. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a little bit of bit crushing, a little bit transient shaper, and you'll get a good effect. I promise you, with your kick drums. Works every time. And also don't forget, use that boost control. Like just crank it up until it sounds good. Don't go overdo it because it can, but use it. Next up is the 808s, of course, though. Now the 808, like I said, you want to have good samples for one. Now I am using a plugin called Sublab. In my opinion, the best 808 plugin out there. Now you can actually make your own 808s with this, or the better trick is that you can actually take existing subs that you already own, throw it into Sublab, and process them to make them sound different or better. Now, one thing about subs people got to be careful of is out of key subs. Now, yes, your sub might be out of key. Now, there's a quick way to fix that that's free inside of FL Studio. I'll actually show you right now so you know you can fix yourself. So I'm about to go to, I'm just going to grab a kick from John Giuliano's kit. Matter of fact, let me get to rob the plug, and then yeah, good 808, or we use this one. So I'm gonna drag it in here. So I drag it in here, and here it is. Now I don't know what key it is or anything like that, so I can find that just by right clicking, going to edit and pitch corrector, do that. It'll bring this up and it'll show me that it's actually out of key, like it's actually not tuned. You see how you got this note way up here and you got this one way down here. So what I could do is bring this down like that, and then now it's all C2, and then I can mess with the center, you know, center it up a little bit. So now it's center with this, and then we'll just bring this variation down, because we don't want to see how it's wobbling. It's kind of do like a little wobbly effect. We don't want that. We don't want to woo woo. We want to be just a straight note. So we just bring down the variation. So just one complete note. Now all I gotta do is, if I click right here, this button right here, I can drag it over. Boom. Now it's in key, and also I'll right click, go to cut itself, or better if you gotta do it right here. Right click, hit cut itself. That way it doesn't overlap. Quick little tip right there. And then if I wanted to, it's already set to C. So now no matter what note I play, it's always gonna play in the right key. So just a quick little tip. I like doing that. That's a good way to, tune your 808s, because out of tune 808s are bad. Now I use sublab because sublab automatically tunes it to the right note. So it's already tuned. You just drag it in sublab, tunes automatically. You're good to go. And you can play it regular and all that good stuff. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind is when you're making 808 patterns and kick patterns, you want them to have a good relationship with each other. You don't want to have your 808s doing crazy stuff and so your kicks. You want to kind of have like a cohesive ability. So in this example, my kick actually hits the exact same time as my 808s. As I play it, now that can add its own problems, but the good thing is since it's hitting together like that, it makes the beat just a little more simpler, easier to vibe to, and your artist will like it a lot more. Now, one thing I will say about the 808s, one thing I like to do with 808s, easy, add distortion. If your 808s aren't sounding good, throw some distortion in there. Now, this is a free distortion that came with the new update to FL Studio 20.6 called Destructor. Like I said, it's really good. All you gotta do, like this is what it sounded like before. 808 don't sound that good. It don't sound good. Throwing a little bit of Destructor. I just got like one distortion on there. Distortion is 808's best friend, lover. They make good love together. So make sure you throw a little bit of saturation distortion on your 808s. They always sound good no matter which one you're using. And also another thing, if you want your kick and 808 to have a good relation, a lot of people say side chain. Side chain is good. I'm not gonna do it in this video. You want to see a side chain video, leave it in the description below. I'll definitely do that for you guys. But if you just throw an EQ on there and actually cut out where the frequency is of the kick drum from your 808, your kicks and 808 sound good together. Now, how did I find that exactly? Well, I put an EQ on my kick drum, and then I boosted it until I found the fundamental, which basically is where all the punch is. So for an example, when you hear this, that's where all the kick drum is. That's where the kick drum sits. So what I did next is I just click right here, go to save project, but you click and hold, drag it over to the sub and then all I do is just reverse and it's in the same exact place as where the kick drum is. I just bring it on down and that's it. And then I'll mess with the Q a little bit, and then now my kicks and 808s can fit together. So without the EQ, now let me put the 808 back on. So without the EQ, oh, I also got to take off this kick drum, my bad. The 808 is kind of overpowering the kick drum a little bit. Turn the EQ back on. Like I said, we're cutting the frequency where the kick sits now. Kick just has a little bit of room to breathe. You get that chest pump, you get that nice, boom effect, and it just all sounds cohesive. Great little thing. Layering is always good. So yeah, there's just a few little tips. Like I said, I don't want to make this video too long because I'm already going over longer than I would like it to. But yeah, these few little tips can definitely help you out and make your kicks and 808 sound better. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a thumb up. Also leave a comment down below on what type of video guys you want me to make. Because like I said, let Musician Goods know what type of videos you guys want, and I'll definitely make them for you guys no matter what it is. Recording, mixing, vocals, making beats, reviews, whatever. I will do it if you guys want it. I want to help out, make the producer community a better place and all that good stuff. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoy. Like always, your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different, not motivated by the money, but the like, comment, subscribe, views. If you enjoyed, subscribe to their channel. Come check me out on Mrdifferenttv as well if you want to join my family as well. And yeah, let's just make the world a better place and make nice beats. So with that said, hope you guys enjoy. Catch you guys next video. I'm out. Yeet.